Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are. Welcome to our MPN Horizons 2020 Learn, Share, and Grow virtual conference. Thank you for taking time on your Sunday to join us to learn more about MPNs. So I welcome you to wherever you're joining us from. Myself and my colleague Werner Zinkand will be opening up our session today, and we'll get a few housekeeping issues out of the way before we start our conference today. So today we'll have one medical session where Professor Barboui will talk to us, and we'll have one as well as Dr. Ruben Mesa will join us as well. We'll have an advocacy session, and we'll have some concluding remarks from one of our steering committee members. I'd like to let everyone know that should you have a question for us or our speakers, please use the chat box on the session and address your question to us, and we'll make sure that our speakers get the questions, and we'll try and answer the questions in real time if time permits. But certainly if the question and answer period goes over, we will have the physicians and the speakers address the questions, and we'll post those questions back to you via our website. I wanted to remind everyone that our videos from our last MPN session are on our website, so please do go back and access those videos. We had our last speakers. We had Dr. Ruben Mesa, we had Professor Kuschmieder, and we had Professor Vanucki, who spoke with us on our last session. So if you'd like to look at those videos and learn from them again, about the topics that they spoke on, so please visit our website and check out those videos. Again, I'd like to just remind you that if you do have any questions, please use the chat box in the webinar platform, and we'd be happy to answer your questions in live time, or if we're not able to, we'll certainly get back to you and post those questions from our speakers. My colleague and other steering committee member, Werner Zinkand, will now speak with you for a few moments about the European Reference Network. After he does that, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the presentations that we have set up for you today, and enjoy the experience of learning, sharing, and growing with us for MPNs. So again, I'd like to introduce my colleague, Werner Zinkand, and remind you to just relax and enjoy the conference. While we're not in person this year, hopefully next year we'll be able to get back in person where we can all give one another a great big hug and welcome one another back to our each other back to our in-person conference. But for now, I'm sending a hug out to each and every one of you through our virtual conference and saying it's good to see you here. So now over to Werner.
Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl is living in Canada. Hello from Germany. Hello from sunny Bavaria. My name is Werner Zinkand. I am a PV patient and the German member of the steering committee since 5 years. The MPN Advocates Network was founded in 2013 from Netherlands, Spain, and UK. 7 years later, we have members from 34 countries, and we are still growing. MPNs are a global disease, so our network should operate worldwide. In our last meeting in November, 3 countries joined our steering committee. Hello to Liat in Chile, where it is 10 o'clock in the morning. Good afternoon to Param in India, where it is about 6 or 7 p.m. And good night or good morning to Ken in Melbourne, where it is around midnight. But I'm sorry, Ken, you have to stay awake for the next few hours. 39 different patient groups are members of the MPN-AN, the MPN Advocates Network around the world. We have about 39 different patient groups. About half of them live and work in Europe, in Central Europe, in North and South, in East and West Europe. So we are a little bit Europe-centered, but we are on the way to change it. I am sorry, I will speak now for a minute about the European project. The European Commission, let's say that the European government made a very ambitious plan, a plan to beat cancer in the coming decade, very ambitious. And the Commission asks also for the support of patients, for our support. The idea is to establish for every rare disease, like MPN is, an European reference network. A European reference network, in short, an ERN. I spell it ERN, European Reference Network, should coordinate and support the efforts of researchers, clinicians, and patients all over Europe. There is already an ERN for MPNs, and we would like to support and empower it. Since the end of the last year, our network has a project manager, Natasha Hayes. Hello, Natasha. Natasha lives in Brussels and she has worked for the European Commission. Natasha knows the Commission from inside. That's what we plan. In the following weeks, we will tell our European members of MPN-AN, of our network, more about the work of the European Reference Network for MPN. And we are looking for a way to cooperate with it. We need your answers, your ideas, cooperation and support. Here we are talking about European politics. This will be a marathon, not a sprint. But as MPN patients, we are used to long-term activities. And together we have a strong voice. So we will come back to you. At the end, one short remark to our panelists and moderators. Please speak slowly. Not everybody here is a native English speaker. And what Cheryl already told us, you will find the lectures of today in 1 or 2 weeks on our homepage, mpn-advocates.net. Hello, Kiora in Israel. Hello, Ken. Good morning to Austria. The floor is now yours.